Okay, the next fight I want to show you is against a Corax. And this opponent should be pretty familiar to you by now. I think he is one of a few guys that live in the area and PvP quite regularly. And this is third or fourth engagement against his opponent for me. I know that he flies pretty standard Corax, micro warp drive, MSC, Scrum Web, and rockets. I'm in a 10 over prop Algos, and I'm in position about 20 kilometers of a beacon, and Corax lands into me. So the tricky thing about fighting in overprop destroyers is managing your range, because unlike macro warp drive feeds, you cannot kite in this effectively. You can only burn in one direction. You cannot turn in 10 destroyers because of huge inertia. So it's very delicate balance between looking engageable and not burning too far off. I personally prefer to let another guy tackle me because I feel like it really helps to tunnel vision your opponent and put a lot of damage on the opponent's ship before he realizes what's actually going on. Because if you will just stay at like 25 kilometers and activate your afterburner immediately, you will not look very engageable. And another destroyer might think that he is not gonna commit at all. And you will just lose either a fight or even a kill potentially. So as you can see here, I'm very conservative with my propulsion. I activated it like maybe 5 seconds later when I could have, and I didn't hit it. I waited for him to fully commit onto the approach vector. So what you do next is you screen off with heated web, which I do. Activate the guns, which I forgot to hit for some reason, but it doesn't matter that much. The guns do not really contribute a lot of DPS. And what happens next is that he makes a first mistake. As you can see, he turned off his micro warp drive. I think he thought that I'm in a micro warp drive shield Algos that I used earlier, and he thought that after he scrummed me, he doesn't need to micro warp drive and he doesn't need to run micro warp drive anymore. But against overprop destroyers, you actually need to run your propulsion module all the time to equalize control. And in this case, of course, I'm immediately gaining a lot of control and a lot of range, and his DPS basically stops. At this stage, I think he realized that he has done something wrong, and he goes for another attempt with micro warp drive. But at this stage, it's already pretty sketchy. He is at 50% shield already. So I think here that I'm actually fine to just stop kiting at all. You can see that I turned off my afterburner and I'm just waiting for him, what he is going to do. Because if he decides to bail, then I need to have my afterburner turned off to turn around. With afterburner you cannot turn at all. So you need to kind of look at the fight and think when do I need to stop my afterburner. This is a very crucial moment for overprop destroyers because this decision will secure your kills. You cannot just run your afterburner all the time. So as you can see, I turned off my afterburner and I'm just waiting what he is going to do. If he commits, then I will activate afterburner again, but if he tries to bail, then I will turn around and then reactivate my afterburner. And here I clearly see that he decides to disengage. So I switch my alignment vector to approach, and I activate my afterburner after I turned around. I forgot to hit my afterburner, which is a bit of a mistake, but I think I was distracted with the drones, and I started managing my drones, and I just missed a cycle. But I will hit it. Yeah, I hit it on the second cycle. And here I get distracted by the drones again, but I remembered to turn off my guns, because at this stage it's pointless to shoot your guns. The opponent is just too far away. You are not doing any damage, you are just wasting cap. This one I forgot. This one I remembered to do, but I forgot to hit my point, because this is a meta point with only 20 kilometers range. And you can see that Corax is already at 20 kilometers, so I need to hit my point, but I forgot to do it. Yeah, you can see that I lost it, and actually, yeah, he had like almost 5-second window to warp out, but thankfully he was not pre-aligned to a warpable object. This is his second mistake. Generally, when you decide to bail from a fight, you always have to align to a warpable object. Even if this trajectory seems a bit worse than just burning into some random direction. Because if you burn in the random direction and your opponent loses a point, but you have nowhere to warp, you don't really gain anything. And by the time you turn around, you may get pointed again. Usually, like when you get these windows of opportunity to escape, they are pretty small. So you need to be pre-aligned always, and in this case he wasn't. And now he cannot escape anymore. The range control, basically the top speed of micro warp drive, Corax and Ironman AB Algos is the same. So the range just stabilizes at 22 kilometers. And here I know that the next cycle of afterburner is gonna be my last, but it doesn't matter. I know that he's going to die anyway. So yeah, this is my last cycle. Afterburner burned out, but it's fine because I got a kill. So yeah, there are basically two mistakes that he made. One is that he didn't commit. He wasted too much time with his macro warp drive, and the second mistake is that he didn't align to a warpable object when he decided to bail. And these two mistakes helped me to secure a kill. The feat, as I said, is pretty standard. He dropped 2 rocket launchers, Tech-2 rocket launchers, and the warp scrum. Warp scrambler will be useful later on, but I will not use it for now in any of my feats. I will just save it together with our Tech-2 modules that I get from PvP. Alright, hope you find it useful, and I will see you in the next videos.